Morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, U.S. stock markets, worldwide stock markets continue to decline, and Bitcoin's just holding on here around 79, 8,000, holding strong considering how much of the traditional markets have declined. Bitcoin there currently at 78.53. We saw some head and shoulders pattern yesterday, and there was some dippage in the Bitcoin price, a low yesterday of about 77. As coin trackers hitting me up with ads via the Brave browser. I say it in every broadcast. It's the easiest way to earn crypto, in my opinion, by using the Brave browser and clicking on the ads. You get BAT tokens, and you could block ads that you don't want to check out. And also tip your favorite content creators on YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, etc. Shout out to Jojo Wave, Lady Plants, and the rest of the boomers. Today we'll be talking about the markets as the U.S. stock market, as the global stock market's looking like doom and gloom out there. They're trying to do whatever they can to mitigate the situation, to throw bandages on the wound, but these wounds are gushing blood, and they need a medic. So they need, the markets need a medic, and your debit card needs the surgical mask, guys. With these fears of this virus, I'm thinking most people need to be worrying about is, do they have some cash? What's going to happen with this the banking system? And in the middle of all this, we're hodling Bitcoin because whether it goes down for the short term or for the long term, whether it goes down for the short term, I think for the long term, it's going to hold or go up, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and check out the charts over here. You see 78.52. This is the head and shoulders pattern that we witnessed yesterday. A pump to about 81.40, and then a sell-off. So, this is the head and shoulders pattern. It's set off to about 77. And then the next high came up short. It didn't even hit 81. So, right now, as far as, bullishness on Bitcoin, I don't consider it bullish. I won't even say it's bearish right now. It's just holding on. I think right now the crypto community wants to see what's going to happen with this corona, with this stock market jazz, and what they're, this thing needs to settle. The Bank of England have cut interest rates. Who would have thought? Yeah, I mean, everybody's going to be cutting rates, guys. Expect more money being pumped into the market. Expect the rates to be slashed. We're heading to zero. There's nothing else that they could do, and they're going to continue to throw money at the markets in hope of keeping the boat afloat. My understanding is they threw out like $150 billion in one day. I think in one day they threw out the entire Bitcoin market cap out there. So, everybody in the crypto community just needs to be patient. Crypto is not as big compared to the rest of the economy, and it will be impacted in some way. But the fundamentals of crypto are a lot more sound, it appears, than the fiat system. So we are speculating that it's going to maintain its value a lot better than some of the traditional asset classes. So let's go ahead and check out today's math, starting with the indices, the futures, and the traditional markets. You see the S&P right now is down again, another 2%. It's trading about 27.98 right now. The Dow is down as well at 24,220. Crude oil futures are down. It's $33 a barrel. Natural gas is up a little bit, but most of the energy sector is getting hammered. We've seen a lot of pressure with the energy. Let's check out the metals. The metals are holding strong, just as Bitcoin. Right now, it seems like gold and Bitcoin are just holding the price. Although gold didn't really take as much of a hit as Bitcoin did over the weekend, but both of these assets are holding their value, maintaining their value a little bit better than the traditional markets. Let's look at the agricultural futures. Coffee's up, cotton's up, but wheat, sugar, and corn are down. Let's look at the currencies. Everything's up as far as the currencies, and I would expect that because a lot of people are cashing out. Let's take another peek over here. Currencies are up. Bonds. This is a good sign. I'm looking at the bonds here. The 10-year yield has gone up substantially since yesterday. It's at 0.68 after hitting like a low of like 0.48 or 0.498 earlier this week or on the weekend as far as the futures. So I would like to see this get closer to 1. You know, this indicates the health of this is an indicator, in my opinion. I think, you know, if we're under 1% here with the 10-year yield, it shows weakness, real weakness. Funny Bunny says CryptoZilla. Yeah, I mean, what do we expect? We've been calling this for I don't know how long, and what we're seeing is an unraveling of the traditional system. Only miners care about the halving, it seems, says Digital Gold. I think people do care about the halving, but you know, the crypto community, the crypto media community, I think hyped the halving way too much. A lot of these crypto influencers led many to believe that we were going to go past all-time highs and beyond. And I was one of the few that said, guys, I'm not so sure. Listen, I'm a crypto maniac. I'm a Bitcoin boomer. I believe that crypto will do better than fiat, but it's not immune to pressure. And like I always said, it is what it is. So keep your eyes focused. Shout out to CryptoZilla with the Bugs Bunny meme, indeed. Champ, do you got your Daisy Dukes on? No homo. Champ, don't be doing Daisy Dukes. 78.50 on Bitcoin. The stocks are down, guys. There's some stocks, you know, there's always a winner. You know, the biotech's winning. Obviously, I wouldn't be surprised that pharmaceuticals are going to win in this uncertain climate. Gold, silver, platinum are good. Palladium's a little down. Copper as well. I was actually checking out a video. You know how I go down these deep rabbit holes. So, you know, making the claim that you can't prove viruses are real, okay? And I was like, okay, what are they trying to say here? What are you talking about, you know? So, you know, if you, like, for instance, this corona or some other viruses. Now, take a picture of the virus. Show it to us. Could you actually physically see the virus? Now, if you look at a lot of these pictures on Google of the virus, they're all CGI images. So I'm kind of reminded of the globe model here. I'm like, hold on, where are the pictures? Could you show it to me? Or is it all just some computer images? I haven't even seen an actual image of the thing in physical. Everything is like some sort of computer rendering. So it's something, you know, to make you go, I'm not saying whether I believe it or not, but certainly suspect. You know, certainly suspect once you start going down these rabbit holes. And I may just have to do things that make you go, broadcast over there on D Live and pump that, because if I start talking about that stuff over here on YouTube, they'll probably ban me for life. That's one thing that you know, the bagels. But even worse than talking about the bagels is, you know, questioning the vaccines, because then it gets out of control. So, you know how they treat you. Flat virus. Yeah, so like, you know, with these viruses, like you would say, okay, so let me see the virus. How do we identify it? Let me take a picture of it with a microscope, right? Like, you know, if it's really there, then you should be able to take a microscope picture and just see it, the real deal. Like, so there is no microscope picture. All they're showing you is these images that look like they came from NASA, you know, like that, you know, all the NASA images that they show you, they're all CGI. They look like, you know, they're out of PS4. You know, they look like, you know, your latest Xbox One image. So it's something that makes you go home, you know. Ducats in the bucket says, let me check out D-Live and see if anybody's been putting any ducats in the bucket. I know CryptoZilla is definitely gratuitous over there in the past, and maybe he did drop something. Let me pull this up. Here's my channel. Make sure we're on mute. Yeah, XPO dropped me 32 lemons. Kaboom to XPO. Thank you so much. And CryptoZilla dropped me 10 lemons. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Ducats in the buckets. Let me throw 50 there in the box, and we'll do another redistribution sooner than later. Make sure you're following me there on D-Live. If you've been catching the live broadcast, you know that we can't even talk. We redistribute lemons on every broadcast. The champ gets tongue-tied, man. Like the champ gets tongue-tied. Germany doesn't seem to have most of a problem containing Rona. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like, guys, I don't know what to say. I mean, I think we can all agree here that this thing is super funny bunny, and I'm not trusting any of the powers that be. It's the bottom line, guys. Tell CryptoZilla he's my favorite lizard on the blockchain, says Lady Plants. Shout out to Lady Plants. Let's go ahead and check out CoinMarketCap out here. CoinMarketCap currently at 78.63. It's down. Well, that's not CoinMarketCap. The Bitcoin price is at 78.63, down 2%. The total market cap for all of crypto is 223 billion. My understanding is that yesterday or sometime recently, the Fed dumped like 150 billion in cash right into in one day. So, you know, when you look at these coin market caps, these bits and everything, I mean, they're cute. They're awesome. And I think they're going to stick around. And, you know, obviously they're worth something. But, you know, to think that they're going to come and take over and save the world with these smart contracts, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a period or there's going to be a point in time that, you know, money goes digital. And there's going to be a lot more things on the blockchain. And the system will change, obviously. But it ain't happening next week. Ether at 197. Ether's undervalued. I'm going to be honest with you. I was talking to a crypto maniac offline yesterday, expressing my intent to get more Ether, and I'm seriously considering maybe getting even more Kyber as well. Just the Ether ecosystem is attracting me. And I was thinking, you know, I got a little Ether. Obviously, I don't have the 31 ETH like some of the other guys out there, but I have a few ETH. And I was thinking, you know, maybe doing some of this maker collateralized debt position, getting some DAI or some Psi or those stable coins, and getting some more ETH. You know, stacking it up. Because right now, ETH seems to me like it's undervalued. Anything under $200 is attractive. I mean, ETH, I think, bottomed out like a 140, 150, right? And we know that ETH's all-time high is above 1,000. Let's peek at that for a moment, because I think ETH is undervalued. I've been saying this for a while. So you got ETH an all-time high of 1448. So I mean, I think this thing can grow. You know, I think ETH can grow. It's still, you know, got a lot of attention. It still has the first mover advantage. It has a good position on the cap. It has a lot of DeFi projects being built. I like the Kyber. It still has some strong coins. It has Chainlink. It has Binance. So, you know, I'd still think that this thing is undervalued, under $200. In my opinion, you know, this thing could easily go to $500 just off hype. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know. Again, it's my opinion. I don't have any data to support that other than all the data that's out there that everybody else is privy to, just the public information here. But, you know, at 197, ETH is looking sexy. I'm considering. I'm like, well, maybe because I'm holding on my ETH onto, you know, I'm like so many of the other coins, including Bitcoin. We're just hodling. I'm not throwing my coins necessarily in, you know, and doing loans with BlockFi or some of these other outfits that are definitely looking attractive. I'm just thinking, you know, I've done CDPs with Maker before, but only with a little bit, like more of an experiment. But I'm thinking, you know, with this ETH I got, maybe I should just go ahead and attack and just get more ETH, because right now I'm just sitting on the ETH bag. And, you know, the ETH seems to be at a low price. Before, you know, I didn't want to get liquidated. You know, if you put up collateral in a smart contract and receive DAI and the price of ETH goes down, you may have to cover more ETH so that your ETH doesn't get liquidated. Too many ICO and ETH is a fork. ETH is cool, though. I agree, says Digital. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not saying it's the best, you know, blockchain and it has all the bells and whistles or anything like that. All I'm saying here is that I'm looking at what the market that I have in front of me, not the market that I wish we had or what it should be. And right now in front of me, it looks like Ether is undervalued. Okay, whether we like it, whether it's a fork or you know, how many ICOs it has, that is true. I agree with you, Digital Gold. But, you know, the question is it undervalued? Is it going to go up? And I think the answer to that is yes, in my opinion. Bitcoin Cash there at 264. Tether Holding strong. NordPass. What's this? Another VPN. Let me click that and keep going. We got Satoshi Vision not going away at 193. Litecoin at $48. EOS at 304. Binance at $16. Binance does look attractive at these prices. Tezos at 254. Chainlink at 391. Cardano at 4. Stellar at 5. Tron at 1. Leo at 98. And Monero there at $54. Lend your ETH on Fulcrum. It's 13% at the moment, says Mr. Peasy. I don't know much about Fulcrum. I don't know if that's a smart contract or a centralized entity, but thanks for the heads up. It's, the 13% interest rate leads me to believe that it may be a centralized entity. I'm not interested in doing any like centralized loans like on BlockFi or anything like that. While they may be legit, it's just not. I'm not interested. Now the smart contracts, they are piquing my attention, my interest as well. But I do understand with the smart contracts, they could be hacked as well. Mr. Peasy says it's DeFi. Okay, I'll check it out. Fulcrum. I'll check that out. Thank you. ETH has 2.0 coming, which is likely to add value as long as it's done right. Yeah, and even whether they deliver it or not, I think just off the strength of the promise, the price may go up. Mr. Peasy says it's smart contracts. I'll check that out. It's definitely a high rate. So, I'll peep that out there on Fulcrum, another DeFi platform, according to Mr. Peasy. So, I mean, the DeFi platforms, they attract me. And now, on the other hand, you have the centralized platforms that do loans like BlockFi, and they're, backed by like Gemini and other bigger entities. I was reading a Reddit thread a few days ago, and people were weighing the cost and benefits of centralized versus DeFi lending. And, some of the centralized institutions, they arguably may have like insurance. I don't know if they do or not, as opposed to the smart contracts, which is, if someone gets a hold of those keys, they can wipe out the entire smart contract. So it's kind of like, which way do you want to go? That being said, I'm still going towards the smart contract angle. I'm not entirely convinced with the centralized entities, although some may be good. I may just throw it in the smart contract bag. I'm keeping an eye on it. Agree, if it's done right, we'll pump and find a higher high. I mean, I don't know if it'll find a higher high. I just think will it go more than what it is now? Right now it seems like it's undervalued at under $200. So, if you snag it up at 197, and maybe in a few months it goes back up to $400 or $500. I don't know. I mean, it certainly seems like it could be possible. It has happened before, although I could be wrong. Here is Wonderful says ETH 2.0 has been coming for a long time. I know. I'm not entirely convinced that they're actually going to deliver. It may never come. But that's not the topic of discussion here. The topic of the discussion specifically is whether ETH is undervalued and whether it will go up in the short to midterm. And I think the answer is yes. And I still think the answer of ETH 2.0 may be no. But it doesn't matter. Remember, guys, it doesn't matter if the coin's actually working. Look at Bitcoin SV. That thing got pumped. People were saying it was funny bunny, and it went up to into the top 10. It's a number 6. I don't want to touch it. I certainly am not going to caress it. I want nothing to do with the fake Toshi. But at least I could admit that it went up, contrary to popular belief. Main events here, kaboom. Shout out to main event, Steamosaurus. Steam is doing all right. It looks like it held its value pretty well the other day. I don't know what the price is today, but I'm still posting over there. Let's see what happens over there with Justin Sun and friends. Steam's at 21 cents. It seems like since there's a war going on over there with the miners and Steemit Incorporated, it seems like they're fighting for Steam because it's still cheap and they want to be able to leverage the stake and vote for their block producers. It will come in one form or another, but it's either going to be a big boom or a big poof, says CryptoZilla. Let's see. Let's see what the future holds. I'm happy to see Steam Digital Gold says, "What's your Steam?" Champagne Crypto. I'm on the boards there on Steam. And I was peeking library credits. I have a library credits account, but I haven't opened it up. I mean, I haven't published. It's there. I'm logged in. I'm locked and loaded. You know, the thing with library, and maybe I should post. Okay, I've kind of been dancing and prancing with that, and I agree. Thing with library is I go on there, and it seems like it's all YouTube crypto guys. So I mean, you know, how much are people really consuming content there? I don't know. The answer it doesn't really matter, because you know you could get upvotes and still stake your tokens, and you could probably generate revenue, but probably the answer to why I haven't been posting there is because it doesn't have a live platform, and you know I would have to re-download the video, re-upload it. But hey, I'm probably being lazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was peeking it. I was like, maybe maybe I should, because I always repost to Steam anyway. The reason I've been using DLive, it's not so much because it's, you know, crypto based, although that's definitely have something to do with it. It's because it has a good live feature, and I haven't seen any crypto based social media platforms that support the live features like DLive does. Library is not for me. I need a big hard drive. Yeah, I know that you need some hard drive power there as well. So I got to look into that. I mean, I may post a couple times. Why not? I don't think there's nothing to lose, right? Obviously. It's just that, you know, I've been focused my time on the live and others. It's slow as well, says Digital Gold. Okay, thanks for letting us know. Although when I went on there, I seen some, you know, a lot of the crypto influencers on YouTube. It seems like it's mostly those guys. And to be honest, it's great, but I like DLive better because it's like there's less crypto dudes. And I don't want to be all in the crypto bunch, even though it's cool or whatever. But like, I like the fact that, you know, there's other characters on DLive. There's other content, and that there's also the truth community out there. And I like that. So, you know, it's not like, you know, maybe that can't change on library. Lady Plant says she needs a hard drive too. Let's go ahead and do a redistribution of lemons over there on DLive. I'll give it a few more minutes, maybe like a minute for you guys to go log in over there and start sharing some memes here on DLive. And remember, Building 7 did not kill himself. Guys, Building 7 is definitely an entry point to the truth community. I was looking for another word. What do they call like drugs that get you to do other drugs? I'm completely, you know what I mean. Can't believe I don't understand I can't believe that I'm not remembering the term. Champ could reach out to Agro again to be on the show if he wanted a Steam witness opinion about what's going on. I may have to do that. Building 7 Connect. Yeah, Gateway. There we go. I had bad sleep last night. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Champ's not sharp today. I'm just super tired. I'm all like, I can't even remember words like Gateway. But you know, I'm on regardless, guys. Let this be evidence of, you know, you always got to show up to bat, whether you want to be on or not. You got to show up to bat out there, and I provide the stream. You know, I'm here, whether I'm tired or I can't remember words. The Champ is out here, whether things are up or down, and we've been here since the crash from 20K, since before the pump to 20K, and after the crash down to 3,000. Yeah, I may have to do that main event. Right now, it's not really the time for me to set that up, but maybe later on this week. The guys have your back, says the Lady Plants. Thank you. Marlon Jones is back. Kaboom. So let's go ahead and do this lemon redistribution on dlive.tv/champagne crypto. Make sure you're following me over there. Boom. Make sure you're over there. I'm going to distribute these rewards right now. 6:30. Head over to D Live. Click claim rewards. Digital Gold's the lucky winner today. He got 25 lemons. XPO got 15. And Miss Crypto Chick, she's not always a winner, but today she is. And I didn't mean that not always a winner. I meant not always a winner on D-Live. She's a winner every day. But yeah, shout out to Crypto Chick. She got 11. XPO got 15. And Digital Gold at got 25. Kaboom. Nice. Congrats to everybody there in the box. And I'll be doing this, guys, every single stream. Sometimes twice if we get more donations. So for those that are watching, people donate lemons, and I'm able to put them in a treasure chest and then click distribute rewards, and it kicks back the lemons to whoever has been active in the chat box, the most active. If Fed cuts 75 more basis points on the 18th game over for U.S. and global economy, that will initiate the end game. I think it's already the end game. It's starting to be. It's already been initiated. It's that you're seeing the beast fight for its life. But whether it takes 1 week, 1 year, or 10 years, the beast is already following the path towards the end game. Crypto Chick says, yeah, it's time for wine. There you go. Yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and keep this one short. The champ hasn't slept at all. I'm going to be honest. I haven't ate. I haven't slept. I'm all off point today. To keep it 1,000 with you boomers. I'm super off point, but it happens. So, I got to get on point. I'm hoping people move their assets to crypto, seeing the instability of the stock market, says Casey Gonzalez. Yeah, so am I. And I think some have. But at this point, I think people, the majority of normies, not us here in the box, but I think the majority of normies are probably more concerned of just cashing out than getting any crypto. They just want out. There's a lot of people that just want out and they just want to hold cash, And I'm not mad at that. But if we know that cash is funny bunny as well, On that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on point. I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to eat some food and see if I can get myself supercharged, because I can't even remember words like gateway this morning. So I'm going to get my mind right, guys. Bitcoin holding there at 78.62. And I wouldn't expect much of a movement unless the traditional markets do something crazy. Right now, Bitcoin's just holding on. It's just holding on, which is good. As the fiat keeps losing weight, Bitcoin has lost weight, but not as much. So, yeah, it is what it is. Get some rest, says Casey. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get some rest, but I'm gonna get my mind right. I was the same champ. I had to turn off the noise and put in earplugs to tune it out today to get rest. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I haven't really gotten much sleep, and we have 2 babies, and it's just like one's crying, the other one's up, and it's just it's just life. It's reality, guys. Not every day is going to be spick and span and clean. You're not going to hit a home run every day. It's all good, but I'm grateful nevertheless. The price of Bitcoin is not bad, and I'm grateful that we didn't throw everything into the fiat markets like some of these normies. Because I'll tell you that some of these normies may be feeling like Jamie Dimon. You look at Jamie Dimon, he got a heart attack. The dude got a heart attack. It's too much stress out there. It's too much. So, I'll pass on the heart attack. CryptoZilla says, got 3 kids home every day for this month. There you go. Champ, how do you feel that economy will be so bad that we will pay the banks to hold our money and expect no interest? Not we, some, definitely not me and you, Marlon. I'm not in that category on the we, but yeah, it's going to get so bad that some normies out there, they're going to They're gonna they're gonna be paying the banks to hold their money. They already are, really. Jamie D knows it's over. Yeah, the guy's having a heart attack. I mean, imagine, and that's what I've said. With these people that are involved at the very top of this rig, this funny bunny system. Yeah, they may be getting rich and stuff, but they're getting heart attacks. These guys are so stressed because they gotta always think of the next excuse, the next lie, the next scam, the next fraud. They gotta make sure that their lies are covered. They're always walking on eggshells. So you got to ask yourself, do you really want to be one of those guys? Because I don't ever want to be one of those guys. If that is what wealth if that's what the cost of wealth is, then I really don't want it. Negative interest rates makes me giddy. Yeah, these rates are dropping so much. I was hearing on the radio earlier this morning that refinance applications have boomed like almost 70%. Like people are just like, oh, the rates are low. Well, let me refinance. And here's the funny part about it. The rates are low, and I bet you most people won't get refinanced because they're just normies. These low rates are probably for just the bigger banks. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I would expect the rates to continue to get slashed. I would expect more money to be thrown at the market. And this is going to be the new norm. They're going to continue to, they're not going to stop, guys. They're going to continue to drive this down all the way. And I wouldn't even be surprised if we get negative interest rate. He knows that Chase won't be able to pay its debts. He knows, he's got to know something that's funny, Bunny. He's obviously stressed, does that seem like a guy that's happy? Come on, guys. There's some people that want to, they want to be wealthy like some of the other hedge funds managers, or they want power like some of these politicians, and they want to be in that game. But guys, I don't think you really want to be in that game. Do you really want to be a powerful politician or a wealthy hedge fund manager? These guys are so stressed. Come on. I'd rather be out here booming with the crypto bros, eating good food. I'm definitely not going to get... My main problem today is that I can't remember a one word. The gateway drug, whatever. That's my biggest issue today, I'm definitely far away from having a heart attack. $78.43 on the bits. People in power are a lot more sick and evil than most can even fathom. I know. And then it's funny, like the normies look at them and they're like, oh, I want to be, I want that power. I want that wealth. But, they don't really see the costs. You got to consider this. Think about how much weird shit happens to like celebrities and like rich people, they not always, but a lot of them, they have some weird shit happen to them. They have weird deaths in the family. They have crazy losses. And maybe, that's the cost of fame and fortune, You got to pay the piper somehow. This low yield environment will drive a lot of banks out of business. If you wait soon, the bank will pay you just to take a mortgage. Yeah, I mean, the end game here is for the Fed and the central banks to be the buyer and lender of last resort. The buyer and lender of last resort is what the end game is with the central banks. They're going to wipe out all the smaller banks too. It's a monopoly. This is monopoly, and the central bank wants to buy out the whole entire board. Okay, so that they can lend you. They'll be the buyer. They'll be the one that can buy and the only one that can sell. They want complete control. They want the monopoly on everything. It's just the way the game goes, guys. Yeah, it's a bizarre world, Marlon. You said it. More money, more problems, says Digital Gold. Yeah, that makes some sense. That's why you see me. I'm not so thirsty for the wealth and the crazy gains. I mean, I want to maintain. I mean, I definitely, I want to increase my net value, obviously, but not in the way that some of these other entities do it. Not in the way that the mainstream pushes it. That's not the way. You don't chase fame and fortune. Don't idolize that shit. It's bullshit, guys. You end up with a heart attack. All right, I'm starting to get more energy in now. After the 30-minute marker, Marlon came into the box. The Crypto Chicks is here, and I'm starting to get recharged. I'm still on a fast, though. I haven't ate since, I don't know, like 5 o'clock yesterday. So I think it's time. Shout out to Digital, Marlon, KC, and the rest of the boomers. Now, talking about food, I think I'm going to go recharge. Hit that breakfast, break the fast. And I do recommend you guys look into fasting, okay? Whether it be intermittent or prolonged fasting, the health benefits are through the roof, guys. The health benefits are through the roof. And it's just like one of the easiest things you could do to improve your health that costs nothing. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything. It's about doing less. Getting ripped for the summer, says Digital Gold. Yeah, I want to get. It's not so much getting ripped. I want to get like swole. I want to put the muscle mass on for the summer. I mean, I don't care about getting the skinny ripped body for the ladies. I'm trying to be a mass monster. Okay, but healthy though. I'm not gonna look like Larry Wheels because I'm not doing those things. But natty. Can we put an APB out on Boss Lady? I know I haven't heard from her in a while. The Boss Lady of crypto. She used to always jump in the box and she was super active in the community. And I don't know, she just went offline. I don't know if she's out there, Boss Lady. We want to know that you're all right. She was one of the Crypto Chicks that would hang out with us. I don't know where she went. Always welcome back in the box, though. Shout out to XPO Digital Gold and CryptoZilla once again for the gratuity over there on DLive. On that note, guys, I'm out of here. Let me shout out Pirate Signal Podcast. I just dropped a comment there on DLive. Marlon Jones on YouTube. Summit there on YouTube. He says, beat Bitcoin to double before halving. I doubt it. Double from this price. You're saying 16,000? Nah, I don't think so. I'm saying no more than 12. Champ, check out Consensus, or are you talking about Consensus? And what was the other smart contract platform, this DeFi platform that was recommended here in the chat box? Was it Fulcrum? 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 Yeah, I'll check that one out too. Mr. Peasy checked that out. Recommended it. Consensus. No, it's not Consensus. It's Consensus. I'll check that. It's another DeFi, Marlon, or is it a coin you're talking about? I'm going to check out Fulcrum. Somebody told me to check it out. It's a DeFi platform. Never heard of it. They're saying, it's smart contract. They said, check it out. Going to CoinMarket and check out COS, not for price. COS, that's the cost. Is that at the exchange? Because I've definitely looked into that. I'll keep that in mind. Consensus and COS, and the other one that Mr. Peasy recommended was Fulcrum. Those things I got to check out. I'm going to go ahead and do that. COS is a live stream and video posting platform like YouTube. All right, now you got more of my attention. I like that. So I'll definitely keep that in mind and put that towards the forefront. You will like it, I think. Yeah, I like live stream. So if I don't mention it again, remind me. But I'm definitely my intent is to look into that along with Fulcrum. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I'm super hungry, and there's no more news to talk about. The price is here, holding at 78, and the stock market's bleeding, guys. So you know the deal. I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and grub up. Stay strong. Put some weight on the bar. I'll catch you sooner than later. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.